been a hot minute since we spoke about Starfield on the channel because there really isn't much to talk about in terms of leaks or news lately, but one thing that does keep coming to my mind is a possible new disguise system for Starfield and underwater exploration. So in today's video we're going to go over what a new disguise system could look like in Starfield, and then we'll talk about the underwater exploration. It's really simple. Basically, if you want to enter a place that you aren't allowed into, you wear a certain outfit and get in until you're caught. Bethesda have done this with one mission in Skyrim where you enter the Falmore Embassy, and another mission in Fallout 4 where you blow up the Pridwin with the railroad. This was also done in Fallout New Vegas, obviously, where you would simply equip a faction armor and it would disguise you as a member of that faction, and I think it would be a really cool feature for Starfield, but there is kind of proof that this might happen. You see, in Starfield Showcase, when we get to see the character creation and customization and perks and backgrounds and traits and all of that good stuff, we can briefly see that if you choose to be a member of a certain religion, you lose access to some stores. So my theory is, if you wear the other religion style of clothing, you might be able to enter the store and purchase items, weapons, or whatever it is that they're selling. I definitely think that something along these lines would be a really great feature and a welcomed addition to Starfield by fans. I know a lot of fans, including myself, would really want to see this. It's a really great way to improve role-playing, stealth, and just overall the game. But anyway, the main focus of today's video is underwater exploration in Starfield, so that is what I mostly want to speculate about in today's video. Starfield is clearly going to have a lot of exploration. Aquila City, Neon, New Atlantis, which is apparently the biggest city Bethesda have ever created, over 1,000 planets, and the list goes on, but what I want to talk about in today's video is the possibility of underwater exploration specifically for Neon and other water planets. Neon is the water planet of Starfield. Bethesda have said this themselves. The entire planet is one big ocean, with this little city being built on top of it as once a fishing port. But as I say, in all of this footage we've seen of Neon, one thing keeps coming to mind, which is the boats that we can see here in the concept art. This could be a possible indication that we'll be able to get on these boats and maybe even explore underwater. Another thing that makes me think that we will have underwater exploration is this piece of concept art right here. You can tell that this cave is at least somewhat underwater. The water is rising on the ground here and dripping through the ceiling of this little cave. And for the longest time I've believed that this is a cave underneath Neon. So with the boats, an ocean-themed planet being one of the main planets in Starfield, and that concept art, I think that underwater exploration is not only possible but most likely going to happen. We know that Bethesda really wanted to do a lot with the water parts of Fallout 4's map, but they were limited due to their old engine. Well, Bethesda have created the Creation Engine 2, an updated and modern version of the old Creation Engine, so it is possible that Bethesda will do things in Starfield that they couldn't do but wanted to do in Fallout 4. It's definitely possible. Being able to get into one of those boats or dive underwater near Neon or explore underwater caves, find sea monsters, this all sounds really cool, and the best thing is it's actually possible. The only thing that makes me think that this may not happen is simply because we didn't see it in the showcase. But honestly, I got the feeling that Bethesda kept a lot of things hidden, and this may be one of them. We know Bethesda love to keep their secrets, so again it is possible. We know we are getting over 1,000 planets, and we know that Starfield has a very grounded and realistic setting. Well, in real life, we have planets which are just completely water, like no land whatsoever. So we're definitely 100% going to see these kinds of planets in Starfield, and if we can't explore underwater, then what? We just won't be able to visit the planets? We'll likely get at least 40 or 50 of these ocean-themed planets, so honestly, I think that if we can't explore these planets, it will be a massive missed opportunity, because how else would you explore them if not underwater? Bethesda have continuously claimed that Starfield is a massive exploration game. In almost every video, teaser, trailer, showcase, or even interview, Starfield's exploration has always been a big selling point for this game. So I really think that Bethesda would, and more importantly should, get into underwater exploration for Starfield. I mean, this is supposedly Bethesda's biggest open world RPG yet, so why wouldn't they want to get a take on this, right? It's also important to note that a lot of people, including myself, were really underwhelmed, to say the least, in Fallout 4's water exploration. And you know that Bethesda want to knock it out of the park with Starfield after everything with Fallout 76 and all the rest of it. I personally would love to see underwater exploration. As I said, finding caves, sea monsters, or sea creatures, or swimming around in alien ocean planets, discovering new kinds of fish, just anything like this would be so cool, at least in my opinion. Anyway guys, that is going to do it for today's video. It is a super short one, so I apologise. I have plenty of new Starfield videos coming for you soon, so let me know in the comments what kind of underwater exploration you would like to see in Starfield. And if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, it really helps out smaller channels like myself. And if you want to stay up to date on Starfield news, leaks, discussions, and plenty of other content, be sure to subscribe because we cover it all over here. With that said, thank you all for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one.